Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Powerful on Purpose, where we talk to women who are building business, running missions, have all sorts of these beautiful ideas they're creating in the world, and it's all based around their story. And today I am super excited to share with you our guest, Anna J. She is the voice of Serenity. Now, I've known Anna J for a while, and I will tell you, you want to be in her world. She is the most wonderful, open, inviting woman that I know with super powerful message and words to share. So, welcome, Anna J. So happy to have you here with us today.
Thank you so much, Leslie. You're such a sweetheart. That's such a beautiful intro. Thank you so much. I love you, girl. And this is such a beautiful opportunity to be here with you today. I am so grateful. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm grateful you said yes. And, I've always felt blessed to have you in my world. So tell us a little bit about the voice of Serenity and what is the story or what is your journey that brought you to claiming that title?
Leslie, I have spent like 7.5 decades sewing into other people's dreams, behind the scene, making dreams come true for other people and not realizing that what I had to offer was valuable. I didn't see that. And once my husband relocated me back to Dallas from California and it got me away from all that noise and all that demanding of my attention and responsibilities and requirements, I got into a quiet place and I began to realize, yeah, let's honor the gift that God has given me. And people keep telling me about my voice. And I thought, wow, all right, let me bring some serenity into people's lives as the voice of serenity.
How is it that you're called to use that to help women come to that? Because what I hear behind your words, right, is that you want women to come to that realization without necessarily having to relocate or whatever you went through, sort of this awakening of we need to take care of ourselves so we can impact everyone else around us.
That's so right. That's so right, Leslie. Uh, I manage the voice of serenity because I empower women 40 plus to silence the noise of overwhelm and to reawaken inner calm and to step into the divine peace that already lives within us so they can realize who they are and what they bring to the table. I'm just building a sisterhood of women who nurture, support, and empower one another because it's time out for all the cat. It's time out for all the backbiting and we don't get along and the lies that we bought into and received. And it's time for us to stop being doormats and to stand up and to step into our purpose. And everybody has a purpose. We are created with purpose, on purpose, for purpose. And there's a uniqueness in all of us that nobody else can be.
Amen, sister. Yeah, I love it. And I think you touched on something that I think is sometimes a struggle for women, right? And I always equate it to we entered the workforce and the only role models we had were men. And so we adapted that, right?
Yeah.
I just don't think it works for us at all. Don't care what anybody says, right? Like our nervous systems are not built to handle the grind and the hustle, as well as not forming communities. And I think we sort of lost that along the way. And so I love that that's your goal, is to bring that back, because it's a very natural thing for women to want to be in supportive communities. And we probably all know plenty that aren't necessarily that way.
We bring the nurture to the family, to the groups that we're in. We bring the nurture and the caring, the stability, and then there's instead of everybody's seeking to excel and be better than someone and compare yourself to someone. And that is so exhausting and so draining. And to live in that, at the end of the day, you lose yourself in that. And I just feel like it's time out for that. It's time for women's voices to be heard. It's time for women's nurturing to be felt beyond the household and out into the community and out into the businesses and out into the world, because we make a difference. We are the womb of society, right? I say it that way because we birth things. And without us, what's going to be birthed? The things that have been birthed by men, there's always a woman behind them. And I feel that that is true, whether they're willing to acknowledge that or not. It's time for men to stop stealing things from women and claiming the responsibility and the authority and the ownership of things that they didn't birth. And so I mean, it's important to me to sow life into women, to let them begin to open their eyes and to begin to see, yeah, I matter. Yeah, I bring value to the table. It doesn't matter if you're a housewife and you're washing the dishes and cleaning the floors and taking care of the babies. That is something that is so valuable and so important to sow into someone's life. And people downplay that. And I don't like it. I don't like that. And I don't like when people get thrown away. I'm 77 years old, right? And I feel like we've lived life and we got a treasure chest of wisdom to share. And I don't feel like people should be throwing the elderly away. I think we should come together in community and work it together. That's what I love to do. I say we work it together, girl. We work it together. When we work it together, we can smooth out all the jostling of the rocks and get all the rough edges out of there and learn to live in harmony and get along with one another and support one another and be there for one another because that's so important. So many women feel alone, like they're in this by themselves, and I don't know how many women cry themselves to sleep at night. I've been there and done that, and so I don't wish the things that I've been through on anyone else. And so if I could sow a seed of life into someone that's going to awaken them to know, yeah, I am unique. There's no other Anna J. There's no other Leslie. And I don't care if their name is Leslie. I don't care if their name is Anna or Jay. It does not matter because our uniqueness is just as unique as our fingertips, our fingerprints. God created us that way. And He also ordained us to sow into someone's life. There are people ordained to walk this journey with us, to come and to be agreement, to connect with us, and for us to sow into their lives. People are waiting for our light to shine, and we've been dimming it too long. It's not about building ourselves up and we're so important. It's about let's show a little love to one another. Does that make sense?
You're making so much sense, right? Yeah. And I think the world and maybe women in particular need to hear this message. We're so aligned in so many ways. And I love that you call out we're all unique and we all have unique gifts, no matter the circumstances, right? And so much to contribute. And I read something the other day. They sent me off on the bleep bleep trail, people, just so you know. Yeah. But women of a certain age. I was like, are you kidding me? We're still using that term? Never, never, never. Saying it live right now. Never would you hear men of a certain age.
Yeah, that's so true. As long as we have breath, we have another opportunity. It's not too late. No matter how old. I mean, I was like 75 before I started this journey and allowing my gifts to come forth. So I don't want to hear that anymore. And I agree with you for that. It's time for women to stop thinking small. And Leslie, I was thinking about powerful on purpose and how women think small and how I was that woman thinking small. And then I got a revelation. A revelation is like, we don't say to our newborn babies, you're too small. I can't nurture you. I can't support you. I can't sow into you. You're too little. You're too tiny. And that's how we have to look at our giftings. It's so worthy of our support and our nurturing. It's so worthy of us to just open it up so that it can blossom and flourish. And that's an opportunity that's available for women, but we don't see it and we don't know it. And sometimes we're just afraid to take that step. We're so used to what the norm, how it is. That's the way it was, and that's how it's got to be. And the enemy has lied to us so much. It has become our reality, and that's not the way it should be. And it's time for women to let their voices be heard, to rise up. Come on, ladies, let's rise up and step into our greatness.
Love it. Yeah. You heard it here. Rise up, step into your greatness. Yeah. Absolutely. I with you 100% because at the end of the day, I really believe if the world is to change, it's going to be women that need to lead the change.
Yes, men have messed it up, right? Messed it up.
You with you on that?
Not to put men down, okay? Not to put men
No,
down, but come on now. You gotta have a sister to help you out.
absolutely, right? Yeah, we need a little more of all the things that women bring to the table that have been now men are, reveling in, oh, you need empathy and you need this and leadership, which that is exactly what women do. And somehow now that men are saying it's like an epiphany, right?
Yeah, right. Oh my gosh. It's time to step out of the shadows. It's time to let your light shine. I believe that. So I love being able to sow into people's lives, to speak life over people and to hear them see that and to receive it and to just sit under the sound of serenity and realize, open their eyes and say, yeah. Yeah, I have something to offer. And so I love that. I have a guided meditation subscription. I'm a Monday guided meditation meetups. And I just love when I come together with those ladies and I can get them into a place where they can begin to open their eyes and see their own value, open their eyes and realize they don't have to carry those burdens and the lies of the enemy. They can let all that go and just breathe, breathe
Right.
in the newness of life. I love that.
I know we're all gonna be signing up for Anna J's morning meditation.
It's fun. It's fun. Every time I get together with those ladies, it's like, "Thank you, Lord, for this opportunity to just be in the midst of love and fellowship and sisterhood and to share." I
Right.
love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you then leads me to kind of another question. What has sisterhood brought to your life? Finding that community.
It means a lot to me. I don't have a lot of close friends. I don't have people coming to my house, running in and out of my house and getting together for coffee. I don't do a lot of that kind of stuff. And to be able to have someone that I can reach out to and say, "You got a minute?" where I can talk to people and not be judged. When I was working in ministry and for over 30 years, it was always me pouring into someone else. And I always felt empty. And there was no way to replenish that. It was always, you have to show up. You have to be strong. People are depending on you. But you need a filling station. And so that's what is given to me, a place to replenish and to refurbish and to release and refresh and rejuvenate and come back strong. I love that about the sisterhood that I'm building, this sisterhood of women who support, nurture, and empower one another. And we do it together. That's the important thing to me. It's not about Anna J, it's about us doing it together so we can
Right.
grow stronger. Yeah.
Right. You're just the entity that's pulling them together, right?
Like the
That's true.
catalyst. I'm the
Yeah.
catalyst. Let's come
The
on now.
catalyst.
Light a fire under you, girl. You got something to bring to the world. Come on, get out there and do it. Don't be afraid. Why should we be afraid? If we fail, it's a learning perspective. If you learn and apply what you learn, then that was a good thing. Now, if you fail and you don't learn anything, then you can wallow there and stay there. But it's a choice. You always have a choice. And for me, I would choose life.
Right. Absolutely. And choosing, kind of under again, what I'm hearing too is choosing the people that you're going to journey with, right? And being very intentional that they're all on this journey of choosing life and choosing empowerment.
That's so true because you do meet people that can rob your joy, people that can rob your energy. You do meet those kind of people. And so those are the kind of people you need to protect your heart from. And when you find people of like mind and like heart, then that to me, that's a God connection. And so I appreciate that. I feel that way about you. When I met you, it's like, I like for real people and you are so for real. I just love it. I love that about you.
Maybe I think some people sometimes think I'm a little too real, but
You are not too much, okay? You are not too much, and I ain't gonna let nobody tell you that. That's their problem and not yours, okay? What people think about you, Leslie, that's their problem. Okay, you do what you do. Let your light continue to shine. Because there are people looking for that light, longing to hear from you, longing to see you rise and shine and be that guiding light. There are people depending on you. People appointed to you. Whoever you are, ladies, whoever you are, there are people ordained to stand with you, appointed to you, people for you to sow into their lives. And don't miss that opportunity. Don't leave here. Let's leave here empty. Don't leave here with your treasures just full and nobody tasted of the goodness that you have to share. We're not gonna leave here full. We're gonna leave here empty. We're gonna do the best that we can to share it abroad, all the giftings that we have to put it in the light. And
exact
whoever can sup that table can sup at that table. And whoever it's not for, that's okay too.
yeah. Yeah, I love
Energy is not for everybody, right?
well, I think so, but yeah, maybe
Now,
I'm
I'm not
biased,
better than that, okay? But it's all good. It's all
right?
good. Yes,
Yeah,
we're
well, and I love that it makes me think of the quote, it goes something, I'm probably going to butcher it, that I want to, at the end of my life, have known I left everything on the table, right? Go out, like,
Do it.
like you said, nothing left to give. And all things done that I could imagine or stuff in my life rather than the reverse, having those regrets or I wish I'd done something different.
Yeah, they say that the cemetery is the richest place on earth. So many giftings and talents buried there that never saw the light of
Mhm.
day. And that's really sad. It's really
Right?
sad. And it doesn't have to be that.
Yeah. And a powerful imagery that you just shared there, right?
Yeah. I mean, come on now. I don't want to be 6 feet under, turning in my grave and seeing getting there and seeing all these boxes of things that were for me and for me to share, and I never did. How could that would bring so much sadness to your life to know that you had something that could help somebody else, but you were too selfish or too afraid to say, "Hey, take my hand. Let's walk this together."
Right. Yeah. Well, folks, you just got a little taste of Anna J, so I know you're going to want more of her.
Thank you, Leslie. Thank you so much.
What do you feel is the biggest challenge to getting that message out?
I think that me being consistent and showing up is going to help me get that message out. I think that me sowing life into other people, where I see them stepping into their greatness and beginning to let their light shine, it's each one reaching one, each one touching one. It's us working it together. When we work it together, like it says, a rising tide lifts all boats. When we work it together, then it goes further. It's like you throw a pebble into the water and the ripples go and they go and they go and they go. So to be able to touch one life, who knows what that life might bring to the world? And so I just wanna reach, as many women as I can that are willing to allow me to touch their lives. I'm grateful to be able to touch women's lives. I'm grateful for every opportunity that I get, and I is my, hope and intention to leave people's lives better than when I found them. Just to sow something into them that would be an encouragement to them. And that's the greatest challenge, is for people to just say, "Yeah, I'm open to that." 'Cause people are afraid. Some women are afraid and they wanna live in the status quo and they wanna live in their safety zone, in the comfort zone and what's familiar. But
Sure.
what's familiar is what can hold you back if you allow that to be all that you have. And the world has so much more to offer.
Right. And I think it's one of those the devil right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're not happy, but it's familiar.
Yeah.
So
And see, yeah, what's out there? What's out there? The unknown is like, "Ooh, no, I'm staying here under the covers. I don't care
you're
how
right.
uncomfortable it gets sometimes or how turbulent it might get, but I know this ride. I'm familiar with this rocket. I don't wanna jump on another star and not
Right.
know how cold it might be."
Exactly. And so what advice would you give to that person?
You will never know until you take that step. You won't ever know what the your capabilities are until you say yes. And to align your subconscious with your conscious, because your subconscious is in control and hears all the negative things that you say. So speak life to yourself. Be kind to your subconscious and let your subconscious know that I'm serious about this. I'm serious. You don't say one thing and do another. And your subconscious sees you and it's like you tell someone, do what I say and not what I do. Okay. But your subconscious is going to do what you do. And so it's easy to talk, but the reward comes when you take the action, when you say, I'm gonna put one foot in front of the other. And if I fall, I'm gonna when a baby's learning the talk to walk, how many times do they fall? But that doesn't discourage them. And when a baby is teething because they come here drinking milk, right? They come here on milk, but they need to have teeth to be able to eat meat. And then when those teeth erupt through their gums, it's not comfortable. So there is something about uncomfortability and unfamiliarity territory that can birth something that can and flourish in your life into something that's beautiful to strengthen you and to make you better and to let your light shine more. And so people look at you And ladies, it's time to stop walking in false humility. "Oh, I'm not worthy. And, everybody else is better," and comparing ourselves. It's time out for that because there's no other you. No one else can be you. And so what I would say to you is take that first step. It might be shaky, but the second one gets better. When my baby started walking, he was like, "Ooh," and then he started running because he was thought he was gonna fall. It's like, yeah, it's okay to fall. Get back up. Dust yourself off and keep it moving. There's something great in all of us, in all of us. There's a gifting and a calling that's uniquely ours. I would say examine that, receive it, and nurture and empower it. Yeah,
That's
for the
right.
greater good. 'Cause we want that. We want that. People need that, and it's not about necessarily what people need, but what can they receive? What can be real for them to sow a seed that they can say, "Oh, let me think about that. I relate to that." That little spark. It only takes a little spark.
That's
What is it?
right.
What is that bear, Smokey the Bear? Only takes a little spark to start a forest fire. So light that spark, ladies. Light that spark. Go
Right.
on and
And
share.
I was thinking about plants and that really, if you have an idea, Anna J is like the sunlight on that idea. Really, I see you as providing that sun and water for people to birth into their gifts. And I love this idea. It's going to stick with me, the treasure chest, right? Not
I love
taking our
that
treasure
plant
chest
idea.
with
Thank you
us.
for that. I'm gonna steal that one.
Well, it's a team effort here.
Yeah, we working together.
That's right. Well, I know you all will be wanting to connect with Anna J. So, one, you also have a free gift, Reboot Your Life. So, tell us a little bit about that and then how people can connect with you.
When you think about rebooting your life, you think about what can I change and why am I stuck and how can I get better? And so it's about revealing and peeling away that facade that has held you back, letting go of all those things that the lies that you've been holding on to, and to begin to realize, make those connections, begin to realize that the value that you bring, let's just reboot and get rid of all the junk. It's like a fresh start. I'm gonna make a fresh start. I'm gonna wipe the slate clean, all that lies. It's like a computer, and when you reboot it, it gets fresh, it gets more memory, it clears up all of the cache that's been caught in there and stuck in there. It's a new lease on life. When you can reboot your life, you get a new lease on life. You appreciate the connections that you have. You begin to take better care of yourself. And it's a beautiful, beautiful guide. So I would hope that people would enjoy Reboot Your Life.
Perfect. And then where can they find you on like social media?
Well, I'm under Anna J. Lewis on Yahoo, Lewis Anna J on Instagram, and AJL, I think, on LinkedIn. But you can come into me into things that I have to offer at annajlewis.com/links. That's my digicard, and you can see all my offerings in there. You can get your free gift in there and get
Perfect.
a sizzle reel and everything that's where you can find my ecosystem. annajlewis.com/links. Yeah, check me out.
Yeah. And that'll definitely, we'll put that in all the show notes. And so people can reach out to you. So, always a pleasure and delight to be in your world, spend time with you. That's right. Get a little serenity.
Thank you so much, Leslie. Thank you for this opportunity. Be blessed in this glorious day, girl. I love you.
I love you too. Yes. Thank you for coming on. And be sure and subscribe to the channel because, we bring you amazing, fabulous women who are really changing the world and sharing their gifts with it.
Yes.